come up to it. Because what are the customer?
It's not sitting bus. We're 1 degree north of the equator, so it is very hot outside. Yeah? Light rain, the average temperature is between bus. Singapore will be zero carbon emission. They are not allowed to turn on the aircon in the bus. You're going to lose anyway. So please walk with me, or I'll put you in a place where you sit down and don't move. It's only $15. It is actually much more than that, yeah, $24. But it is your chance to have an eye opener. It's not just, oh, very nice, yeah. If you've never been to Singapore before, it is really encouraged for you to see, because in the past we don't even talk that long. I'm going to do an attendance. Anyway, let me do the formalities first. Good morning, everybody. My name is Linda, Linda. Welcome to Singapore. But let me do the proper registration. I don't need to count as long as this one is doing its job, okay? So let's start from the beginning. When I call your name, please make sure I hear you, okay? I want to know where you are. Jayanti Roy.
Yes.
Good. Mayur.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ibhan Baganagare. 734 kilometers square. 25% of Singapore is reclaimed land. Where you all landed today is all on reclaimed land. Imagine Singapore is diamond shaped. East side of Singapore is Changi Airport. Where we are on now, this very moment, this was open sea. So for the benefit of those who don't know what reclaimed land is, because you have the luxury of a lot of land in your country, it means sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that, yeah. So that's west side of Singapore. Northern part, you can see Malaysia from Singapore. Some parts are only 1 mile distance, or 1.67 kilometers. There's no way we can reclaim land there. The southern part is our maritime route. Yeah, so Singa, sometimes you might be lucky to find Singa beer. Yeah, I think in Thailand they have Singa beer. Who had lived many years in the Malayan Peninsula. What were they looking for? Deep waters and a safe harbor, because all the, yeah, and the pain. So this is what Raffles was looking for, an opportunity for trading. Okay. Look left. Can you see all these ships? Did any of you look out of the window as you were landing? Yeah, you're landing in Singapore. Most people look out of the window. So busy. At any one time in Singapore, there are 1,000 ships in our port. Every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes, one ship comes. There is a limit. So we are number 2 for container shipping. Now, who are the people here? We quickly move. Very special year for us. It is our diamond anniversary. We are 60 years old this year. All the way here. Here again, we have HDB. More coming up. They can't go back. At least 3 years indentured working to pay back for crossing the South China. On your left side, you will see gardens by the bay. This is all reclaimed land. Yeah, 25% of Singapore is reclaimed land. On the yonder side, far over there, you will see gardens by the bay, 101 hectare. So if you come back and you want to go on another tour, it's called the Singapore City Sites Tour. Yeah, or stay longer, because 2.5 hours is very rush. The taller dome is called cloud forest. It's just like the Andes, very high, temperature about 23 degrees centigrade. The lower one is called the flower dome. Yeah, it is the biggest glass house in the world according to the Guinness Book of Records. And yeah, what's important to know is the director for Gardens by the Bay. He said, my wish is to have one place where everybody can see every plant, every flower in the whole world under one dome. Every plant, every flower in the whole dome is in there. Whether you're from Australia, the Netherlands, there's tulip. Every time I go there, it's always in bloom. Yeah. The only country that's not represented in that dome is from Antarctica. I have yet to find out what plant. Everyone is bilingual or trilingual in Singapore. Yeah. So here, Gardens by the Bay, 101 hectare big. This garden was never meant to be a garden. What money can you come back again, spend more time? If you love plants, this is a sustainable garden. Yeah, there is more to it than just leaves, flowers. How do they maintain it? Construction, women in Singapore, they build the shop houses. Actually, they didn't build it. They were just doing labourer job. They're illiterate, they're young. They came to Singapore because they had to feed their family in China. No choice. The sacrificial lamb is the eldest daughter. When you have no sons, yeah, no choice. You have to send somebody out across the South China Sea. So here on the right side, you see Marina Bay Sands. Iconic. One picture. Everybody knows you're in Singapore. Who is the architect? He is the same architect who designed the Jewel, your third stop. So that one is one of two integrated resorts. Yeah. Before I finish, about a word. Lao is a Hokkien word, a Chinese dialect word on the left side here. This was a wet market before. Wet because that's where there were ice there. The floor was wet, selling fish, eggs. Not anymore. Singapore has been planned very carefully. 40 maritime companies headquartered here in Singapore. So that is a very famous hawker center. Sometimes you see people in suits there. Sometimes you see people in shorts and t-shirt. So it's varied, but it is the most popular hawker. Yeah. Where do you think the water comes from? Maybe the drain. You know, Australia, we know very clearly the supply chain. Hygiene. Everybody is licensed. Hawker center means it's an oxymoron. Yeah. Hawking means mobile. Center is not moving anywhere. For deep cleaning. Wait, I'm not going to talk about hawker centers now. This is called Southbridge Road. And look right. Yeah. Everybody look right. Because we are also talking about, oops, right in front, he's stopping here, you see. Places keep changing, never mind. We will walk together, yeah, and I will take